Hi. In this video, we're going to look at a list of 10 questions that every family should ask home care agencies prior to starting to work with that agency. We're going to include a link to this list of questions in the description below. We're also going to put out some subsequent videos that deal a little bit more in depth with some of these, but this for today is going to be a very brief overview of these concepts. First question is, how long has your agency been in business? The length of time an agency has been in business can sometimes indicate how well prepared that agency is to respond to the different levels of care that are required, and also gives them experience in placing the right caregiver to the right situation, not just sending a caregiver out. Another question asked is, do you send out independent contractors? In a lot of states, like ours in California, an independent contractor can sometimes create some legal and financial liability that a family is often unaware of, and so it's an important question to ask. Similar and related question is, does your agency manage all of their payroll? Do you withhold all appropriate taxes? Do you cover workers' compensation insurance and unemployment insurance? Again, in California, sometimes if the family has an agency that doesn't cover those things, the family becomes responsible for those things. Another question, number 4, is, are you certified or accredited by any outside organization? Some examples of these organizations are the American Board of Home Care, CASA, the Joint Commission. And what these outside agencies do is come and validate that what the agency says they're doing, they're actually doing. Another question is, do you do background checks? And if so, what kind? Do you screen only locally or statewide or nationally? And what about drug screens? Most agencies, at least in California, don't do any sort of drug screen because it's not required and families don't know to ask for it. Another question is there any extra or hidden costs that we need to know about? Most agencies charge just a flat base rate for services, but there are some agencies who will call these things add-ons, things like doing laundry or helping with bathing or meal preparation. And so you want to ask that question so you don't get surprised with anything on your bill. Another question is, does the client get to meet the caregiver before the caregiver actually starts? Get a chance to interview them and get to know them. It gives you as a family an opportunity to get to know the caregiver and also to raise any concerns or questions or expectations that you have for the level of care. So ask if that's something that you're allowed to do. Another is there an on-site assessment done at no charge? Again, standard, most agencies will send somebody out at no charge to evaluate the situation, the level of care that's going to be required, and that helps to get a really good fit. So ask if there's going to be a charge associated with that. Another question is, can we stop services at any time without a penalty? Now, most reputable agencies will let you stop at any time. If mom or dad or your loved one gets better, of course it makes sense to stop right away. So you want to be sure to ask that there isn't going to be a 2-week or a 3-week or a month-long lock-in where you're required to continue services past when you need them. Finally, can we request another caregiver, if we're unhappy with the current one? Again, most reputable agencies would be happy to send you a new caregiver if you request. But you want to ask, because some agencies will only send a new caregiver out at their own request or decision, and not the families. And so you want to be sure to ask about that. So again, I hope this has been informative to you. We're including the link to this list of questions in the description below. Wish you good luck. And if you have any questions, visit our website, contact our office. We'd be happy to be a resource for you.